What's good, YouTube? It's your man CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in. One thing y'all have to know when working in this field, I'm gonna say it over again. I'm gonna say it over again, and I'm gonna say it over again until people start to understand and get it through their skull what this is. This is a business. Seriously, this is a business. I don't know why y'all don't believe that. It is wonderful to have the patience of a saint. It is wonderful to show empathy and sympathy to people. It is wonderful and that is great. But they will let you know how quick this is a business. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it over the last couple of weeks of working where I am. I've seen it. I've seen nurses and seniors come up in here crying about how there's no help, about how the job is stressing them out, about how they're not appreciated, about people spending hours and hours at work, going over and beyond, never to get recognized. So you got to understand, a lot of this is politics. I want you to understand what you are really getting yourself into when you get into like these spaces, especially when you get into the spaces where um, it's not as big. You dig, like an assisted living or a nursing home. Your best bet to survive in this game, especially in long-term care or assisted living, your best bet is to, one, mind your business. Two, don't go above and beyond over for a company that will not do it for you. Fair exchange is no robbery. You do what you do and make sure and it's even and it's fair on your end unless it's something that you want to do. You dig? Don't let anybody guilt trip you into doing extra because I promise you, when it comes down to you, if it's you versus them or you over them, they're going to choose themselves first. You better understand that. You better know that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just the reality of the game. And that's just not what nursing, that's with anywhere. You have to know what this is. And I really made this video because I've seen two staff cry this week over a job where there's plenty of options. This is why I tell you not to get comfortable. You never get comfortable as a nurse. You never get comfortable as a nurse because the day you decide to get comfortable is the day a company will say, okay, well, we can crap on her or him and they won't do nothing about it. They may crap on you regardless, but at least you know if you have options, you don't have to stay around and take the crap. I'm just keeping it real. My DO, well, the old DOM from this gig was terminated. Did she have her flaws? Yeah, she did. But all in all, was she a decent DON? Yes, she was. And she went over and beyond for this company. Not from what I seen, from my point of view. And do you know they got rid of her? Now, was it justified? Maybe. It probably was. Not saying that it wasn't justified, but the way it was done was trifling. I'm gonna tell you about that later. I'm not gonna do it in this video, but the way it was done was very trifling, very disrespectful, and very rude. But the point is, don't you ever let a job as a licensed, whether you're a licensed practical nurse or a registered nurse or a CNA or whatever, don't you ever let a job with this many options cause you any tears. Y'all have got to be crazy to come into a job every day that you hate and cry because you hate being there. When there's so many options in this field, you have got to be crazy. You cannot get comfortable in this game. I'm trying to tell you, especially to all you new nurses, all you new LPNs getting into the long-term care game, mind your business. Don't get comfortable. Mind your business. Don't get comfortable. Don't say too much. Do not go over and beyond if they won't do it for you. An eye for an eye. Point blank period. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care what nobody else tells you. It's a lot of these nurses out here that are miserable as hell because they think that it's not just about business when they are sadly mistaken. This is very much so about business. I don't know why. They'll tell you how much. It's not personal, it's just business. I've seen several people walked out. Several. That went above and beyond. But because they didn't politic, it's a lot of politics in this game. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy the field that I'm in. But you got to understand the bad with the good. It's a lot of politics in this game. At some places, if you don't kiss the right butt, you know what I'm saying? If you don't do what you do, you'll go swept under the rug. Or they'll try to do you wrong. That's why you don't get comfortable. Because when you get comfortable, they will try to play games with you. I've seen it done. And I've seen 2 people come this week up to me crying because they can't stand a job or how bad they've been treated. And I said, you must be crazy. You're comfortable. And it's ultimately on you. Stop getting so comfortable as a nurse. Stop getting comfortable. And I want to give a shout out to all those people in New York, all those nurses in New York City that went on strike, and the strike was ended a couple days ago because they were not comfortable. They took a risk. They were not comfortable. Shout out to all y'all nurses out there. But seriously, you never cry over no job. You never cry over a job that will replace you. If you drop dead tomorrow, they will have an ad for your position in hours. This is not a game. This is business. Nothing more, nothing less. It's great to have a good heart, but don't get taken advantage of. That's all I'm saying. My name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. If you don't do nothing else, you get paid, young nurse, get paid. Peace.